The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
And a wet Wednesday morning to you. Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. It is the 24th day of July. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Front Street in downtown Jesup, and also brought to you by Nips Car Wash, located on 301 South, just down there past McDonald's on the left-hand side. And good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
You good? You good? Do you know that yesterday's Butch and Bob Show got 300 hits on our website at bigdogcountry.com, where folks can go on there on bigdogcountry.com, which is a great website itself. But you hit the B&B show, hit archived, and that is the most hits that we have ever received in one day on our podcast of a Butch and Bob Show.
That's good.
300. 300 people want to know what you, me, and Kevin McCrary were saying yesterday morning, and they went to the podcast and listened to it, and that's just how many hits. You know, you could have several people around them listening to it at the same time. So
today we get 305 because we got Coach Cribb in here. Everybody wants to know what he has to say.
Nothing gets a lot of hits like controversy, Bob, and I don't think there's going to be anything controversial with Coach Cribb this morning. Coach Cribb. Anything controversial there, Coach Cribb?
Not unless it's concerning breakfast, maybe.
Head football coach, athletic director for Wayne County High School, Coach Cribb in this morning. Bob, go ahead.
Well, like I said, we just wanted to get the coach in here. We're 23 days away from the scrimmage at Hilton Head, but a week away from Midnight Madness. Has been an active summer, a lot of 7-on-7s, a lot of padded camps, a lot of off-season conditioning program. Just wanted to get the coach in here to give us a preview of what's coming up in the season. But, Coach, it's been a busy summer for you and the staff, for sure.
It has. It's been a great summer, extremely busy. And I'll come out the gate and tell you, thank goodness, but it's the most improved group I've ever had in my career. They've gotten so much better. I think they've taken a lot of pride in that too. They've worked really, really hard, and you know we graduated a ton, and these kids have been waiting on their opportunity, their chance, and they've made the most of it. And I'm real pleased with where we are today, going into tomorrow's first day of practice. So.
You know, it's been funny this summer. Everywhere we go, people say, "How you going to be?" I said, "Well, we lost 30-some seniors." They go, well, 30. Yep. I mean, we were just talking a while ago. That's unique. I was asking how many seniors you got this year. 20 is normally a normal senior class, right?
20 is a good number. 18, 20 is a good number. 25 or more is a large number. And we had, you know, at one point last year going into season, I think we had 35. We're down 35 guys from last year's team. But, you know, our kids are taking a little taking that challenge on, and a little chip on the shoulder. And they've and we got the right pieces to the puzzle. I'm pleased with that. We got a couple of positions that we don't have a lot of depth in, but we are having the guys practice both ways, first time for me since 2008. So that builds depth really quick when you do that. But you got to learn how to. It's tough scheduling practice, getting everything in. So you got to slow it down a little bit, and you got to be safe. You got to stay healthy.
We talked about that this week. The heat is the main thing. We talked about, you know, Scott White has that device out there. If the heat gets a certain level, you have to come off the field. Is that correct?
That's correct. But Bob, I tell you what, the way our kids train, the way our coaches, our staff trains these guys, they are very acclimated, and they handle it really well. It doesn't seem to, knock on wood, doesn't seem to face us a whole lot. I think it's because of how we work and what time we work every day. You know, we work pretty much year round at some point in time, but you know, as soon as school's out, we're outside, so we're doing stuff outside, and they've handled it really well. We go to, you know, padded camps, 7-on-7s, and other schools are struggling a little bit, and we seem to be, you know, not being fazed by it a whole lot.
Well, we know what we lost, so can't dwell on that, because
Nope.
They got their diplomas there off to greener pastures. But let's talk about what's coming back. You got some talented kids coming back. Just talk about the offense, defense, you know, some of the personnel that you have in place that people will see on a Friday night.
Well, probably the biggest position change you're going to see is the fact that Shamar Taylor has moved from quarterback to wide receiver, and I'm going to give him kudos. He's had an incredible summer. You can tell he's a 4-year player, 3-year starter. He's done well. Trey Pierce is starting at quarterback, and Trey has grown up as fast as any kid I've ever seen right in front of my face. I mean, it seems like yesterday I went over to watch Martha Puckett play football, and I saw that little skinny kid running around thinking he may be a pretty good player one day. Now he's our starting quarterback. Played last year as a freshman, started a game, and he's our starting quarterback his sophomore year. And I'll just be honest with you, he looks really good.
Bob, before we move on, I had someone just text in there, or actually it was Jonathan, said that we had 713 more hits via YouTube and Facebook.
So we got to break 1,000 hits.
We got 1,000
All right,
hits
y'all start
on the
signing
Butch and Bob Show. On yesterday's Butch and Bob Show. All right, Bob, go ahead. I just had to throw that in.
The thing that makes us a little different is the level of skill we have with some of our guys. We got some guys with some really high ceilings. It's going to depend on how much they continue to improve and mature. But you got kids. Jalen Barnum, linebacker. He's got offers from a bunch of Division I's, Purdue, East Carolina, Navy. He's got a ton of 1AA's, but he's of size. And then you have Logan Pritchard, who he's a defensive end. He's 6 foot, 235 pounds, but he's a 4.5, 4.57, and that's very, very, very unusual. And then we have Cameron Williams, who has a great ceiling. He's a little light, but he's very, very long, got great height, and he's one of the fastest kids that didn't play a receiver or a running back position. I mean, he's as fast as any back or receiver, and he's playing defensive end. So, and then Trevor Wallace, who also has incredible size and length. He'll be a junior wide receiver, and plus playing some free safety. But we got big schools, including Georgia, that's very interested in Trevin. So. And Khalil Hadley, he's a good sized back. He's going to be a junior. So, a lot of skill, a lot of talent. But overall, offensively, we got some great size. We got Miles Starling at center. He's 6 foot, 265, and Jacob Baggs at left guard, 6'6", 366. Chris Davis at left tackle.
Say that again.
6'6", I think he's about 6'4", 6'5", 366.
366.
Yep, and he's really improving with his mobility. He's had a good summer, and he's getting better. I think going out and training with the wrestling team helped him a tremendous amount.
Okay.
I think we said Chris Davis at left tackle. He's a 300-pounder, about 6'3". Gavin Garner, 6'3", a little better, about 315 at right guard, and at right tackle we got Camden Williams, and keep getting mixed up Cameron and Cameron. We got a Camden and a Cameron, but Camden is the right tackle, and like he's about 6'2", about 280, 275. So up front we're huge. We got height. Got Shamar and Trevin at receivers. We got a couple of our DBs coming over to play slot with Kalijah Hartzog and Trayvon Chancey, super fast, 4'4", 4'5" kids. Trey Pierce at quarterback. Then we have Khalil Hadley returning at running back, and Antoine McBride. So that rounds out our offense. Presley Kane's returning as a kicker. He's improved. I think he'll be a junior. And then defensively, of course, we've had great linebacker corps every year, and they just keep stepping in. Jalen Barnum at the middle linebacker. We got Jay-Sean Coran and Forrest Wilkins at Sam and Will. Again, I always mentioned Logan Pritchard and Cameron Williams at defensive ends. Not sure about the interior. We're going to have to rotate probably some of the offensive linemen. We got a lot of people working at that position. They're getting better at nose and tackle. In the secondary, we got, like I said, Kalijah Hartzog and Trayvon Chancey returning. We have Kalijah's little brother, rising freshman Desmond Hartzog, has come in, and he's a baller. He's a little taller than Kalijah, but has a lot of similarities in his aggressive play. And then Terrell Wright is he started last year in our nickel package in secondary, so that rounds out the guys that we're expecting to hit the field first. But they're ready to roll.
Who's on the front page of the 912 in the game magazine?
From the
one that just came out, we have out there up front. Bob, who is that?
It's a track star football player.
That was last year's.
No, it's just last month. Yeah,
it just came out.
Okay, I saw it last. It came out in the school year.
In the school year. Yeah, about a month ago.
That's Cavante Nix.
Okay.
Yep, he played secondary for us last year and had a great track season.
Okay. Yep. It's good to have a Wayne County athlete right there on the front page.
It is.
Okay, like I said, the season's right around. We'll talk a little bit about Midnight Madness. It's been something that's been popular the last couple years. People come out there at midnight on a Wednesday night, August 1st, Thursdays, first day of full pass. That's why you do it. But what all will take place there, and I said it's been a lot of fun the last couple of years. It's amazing how many people show up on a midnight to watch football, but it's been pretty well filled the last couple of years.
It has. The kids really love it. It's one of our most motivated practices, inspired practices. But we make a big day of it. That afternoon we have our mandatory parent meeting. We have dinner and a movie for the kids. We put them in the auditorium and show them a football movie and feed them. And then we go down to the field house, get dressed, and trek over to the stadium so we can be on the field. When the clock strikes 12, be the first team in Georgia to take foot on the football field and get it going. So we start the night off with some drills, some one-on-one drills, some board drills, and then we quickly jump into some scrimmaging just to get a little taste of some live. As what was the Turtle Man? You say live action. So we're looking for some live action. So the kids get pumped because they can't do any contact up till that point. So they just get fired up, and sometimes we let them call each other out, see who wants some of who, and that's pretty fun.
All the improvements at the stadium coming. Have they repaved the track yet, or are they in the process of doing that?
They're in the process. I was out there last night, and they've got it scraped up, and they're getting ready to pour the asphalt.
So it is going to be asphalt.
It is going to be asphalt,
okay,
and it's not the whole track.
They've
moved our sideline back some, gave us more room. We were a little short on what was required, so they fixed that, and we'll have a little more room. So
it would be like 5 lanes or 4 lanes. Are they going to put lanes in there?
No lanes. It's just a walking track.
Just a walking track now.
Yeah,
okay.
I think around the corners of the curbs, it's going to be the same. They'll angle it back behind the sidelines to give the teams more room, and I think it'll be about the width of 3 lanes.
Okay, so you're going to have a lot more sideline there to be able to work with instead of so packed up there.
It was packed. I mean, we had nowhere to go. Yep.
Again, all the other sports are starting as well, or the ages of school will be here before you know it.
Softball's right when, Bob?
Well, they start the weekend of the 2nd and 3rd in August, but their first game's the 5th here at home. We're going to do that game Monday, August 5th against Brunswick. So.
Softball right around the corner here.
Yeah, we got Meet the Jackets coming up, and I think that's going to be a really, really neat thing for our community. All the teams are going to come out and be introduced to do a little jacket walk and
when's that?
Pep rally. So
August 9th.
August 9th. Mm-hmm. And where's that going to be here?
At stadium.
At the stadium.
At the stadium.
Okay, Meet the Jackets, and it's going to be all the fall teams?
Yep, including North Williams and North Puckett.
Okay.
Yep.
Cross country begins soon, right?
Yep, they're running.
They're running. Yeah, you see them out there.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
We got to get everybody out. Contact Nicole Landon and go ahead and get the reserve seats.
All right, we got to get that ticket information out shortly. Yep. How about the coaching staff? Most of your coaches back. There's been some changes. Tell us about that.
We added one position. We added Ben Burkett. He was the defense coordinator over at Brantley County. He's come in. He's coaching running backs. He's originally an offensive person and great fit for us. A very, very high IQ coach that he's got family in Jesup, and he's got some land in Jesup. So coach has come in and done an incredible job. He's a great addition to our staff. And we brought Wade Peterson back. He was with us 2 years ago. He went to be the OC over at McIntosh and decided to come back. He'll be teaching North Williams and coaching receivers. So, just again, so appreciative to have such an incredible staff. Don't want to leave anybody out, but we got three of the best defensive coaches in the land. I mean, they do an incredible job. People say you only got three. Quality over quantity. I don't want anybody teaching them wrong. These three guys got it figured out. And there's only three positions on defense. So Tommy Adams and Mikey Ward and Bubba Walker do an incredible job. And then, of course, David Poinset's, does an incredible job with our offensive line. Ben Burkett's running backs. Wade Peterson's coaching receivers. And then I have three junior varsity coaches. Jamie Knight is the head JV coach. He's assisted by Tim Pratt and Hayden Gillespie. And so just super excited to have such a incredible staff. And continuity is the key. Get these guys staying on board, loving it here. They love it here. I want to say this, too. I got to figure something out. So last 2 years, I walked into the stadium in May and at graduation. And the whole time I'm walking around muttering, how can I get all these people to a football game? I'll tell you, that'd be worth 2 touchdowns right there.
That's right. Coach Cribb in with us this morning. Tell us about the specialty teams, punting, kicking. Who's doing that?
Well, you know how I feel about punting. I know. Okay,
let's just say kicking then.
Kicking. Let's say kicking.
Let's say we're doing a lot of kickoffs.
We're going. Presley Kane's handling the kickoff duties, extra points, field goals, and I don't want to give nothing away, but he may be handling some sort of fourth down kicking
situation
responsibilities.
Okay, all right.
So and then
what's his name again?
Presley Kane.
Presley Kane.
Yeah, he's a special kid. Yeah, he's going to be really good. I think he is really good, but he's getting better and better, and he's got a passion for what he's doing. He's got some high expectations of what he wants to accomplish. So he works every day. So and then of course, kickoff return, we're in great shape. We just got to figure out how we can catch a punt. We've struggled with that. I don't know why they catch them all at practice, but for some reason they can't catch them under the lights on Friday night.
You could get some of them get some of those gloves. They got a little stick them on there.
Yeah. Have to do some counseling.
What about the region? We went to the scheduled day on the sportscast. I said Statesboro comes here for the first region game. And you got South Effingham, New Hampstead, and Ware County. So how do we stack up region? We've won the last 2 regions back to back.
Well, 3 of the 4's got new coaches.
3 of the 4.
And so
who's got the new coaches?
So New Hampstead went down there, and I'd heard rumor about Kyle Hockman is an incredible coach. His dad was an incredible coach, but he was up at McEachern, and I heard a rumor, and I was just laughing. These people are crazy. They think Kyle was going to come and coach down in Savannah, but dog if he didn't. They hit a home run with that one. He's an incredible coach, but he's got great players. I don't think it'll be long. He'll have them rolling. So they're going to be an improved team. South Effingham went and stole the offense coordinator from, I think Lee County's won back-to-back state championships 6A. So they took that OC as head coach at South Effingham. And then Ware County, they went down about 10 miles down the road and stole Pierce as coach to Ware. They're going to be better. They got a lot of players back. So and Statesboro, of course, be Jeff's 3rd year there. So he's got them believing and got them physical. So it's going to be I think it's going to be interesting, the region this year.
We got the bullseye on our back. Everybody's after us.
They are. They mentioned that day. We won region championship both years, and we won 20 games, and it's going to be hard to sneak up on anybody right now. So we're going to use it as a fuel to our fire, a little chip on our shoulder, and I told the kids we got to come out the gate and let them know that's the reason that we're region champs, and get out and play and defend our turf. So.
And Coach Cribb, you talked about the region games. Tell us our non-region opponents and a little bit about them.
Yep. Well, we start the season off with Long County, next door neighbors, and
here
that's home, and then we'll travel down to Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill's supposed to be better this year. Spoken to their coaches, and they feel good about what they've done over the summer and what they got coming back. Then we got Beaufort from South Carolina coming over for game 3. Then we have, I think it's Glen Academy next. We go to Glen. Or go to Appleton first and then go to Glen.
Okay.
Those are the next 2 teams, Glen and Appleton, both on the road. And then we have Bradwell at home for homecoming.
Okay. And the exhibition game is Hilton Head at Hilton Head.
At
What's the
Hilton Head.
date on that?
That's 16th at
16th.
at 7:30.
It'll be interesting to see if several Wayne counties try to make a vacation weekend out of that, because Hilton Head's such a pretty
If the
nice resort island.
If the assistant coaches would let me stay back, I'd probably make a weekend out of it myself. Find some good seafood. And
You're right. We go to Glen Academy on the 20th, and then we play the Pirates on the 27th.
That's right.
Those are the honorees games. That game with Appleton County, everybody's already talking about that. Coach
Yeah.
Tobler in his second year got 2 former Wayne County assistants over there on his defensive staff, so that'll be an interesting game over there.
I think that's helping getting the rivalry a little tuned up.
Yes, sir. It's always been a big one. Now it's going to get bigger.
It's going to get bigger. So, yep.
A border war.
Yep. So we're excited. We're excited for season start. We've worked hard and long. It's time to get after it.
Well, you're known for a wide open offense with the young quarterback. Is the offense going to change any, or is it going to?
Actually, it's going to allow us to do a little bit more of what we like to do. Make us a little more balanced, because Trey can throw it and run it. He gives us another running back in the backfield. We're going to actually, last year we were probably a little more run oriented because MJ Fuller was having such a good year, but we still stayed pretty balanced. But I love right now we don't have any restrictions. We got the guys that can catch it, guys that can throw it, guys that can run it, and guys that can block. So I think we're ahead of where we've been since I've been here, offensively, as far as our scheme and them understanding. And I keep getting after them a little bit, fussing at them, because I want to move a little further, but they'll get a little bit complacent because they think they got it figured out, and bogs us down a little bit, because we need to master what we can do right now before we move on, and we got a few wrinkles we want to move on to.
And just joining us, head coach, athletic director Ken Cribb joins us here in the world famous Butch and Bob Show with the season right around the corner. Again, tell us, what do we know about Hilton Head?
Hilton Head, they're always a really competitive team. They've had some great years in the past. I had great battles with them when I was at Bluffton. That was my big rival. But they always have guys going off to college. They got a lot of some guys playing in the pros right now. They were a little down last year. I expect them to be back up about where they were before. And I know they got the one two-way player, Christian Miller, DB, receiver. Slot receiver's supposed to have like 31 D1 offers. He's supposed to be really special. So it's going to be interesting. I haven't got a whole lot of scouting reports on them yet, but
where's the high school located on Hilton Head? You come across the bridge, and of course the island looks like a boot. Is it the north end, south end, or middle?
Yes, as soon as you go across the bridge, and you don't go across you don't head towards the toll. Take the other, I forgot what they call it, Parkway, whatever. And as soon as you go around, you're almost there.
You're almost there.
You're within a mile of the school.
Okay.
As soon as you get across that bridge.
Okay, sounds good.
So it's pretty close, and they got good signs for the high school. But it's a beautiful place. That school's right near the beach, right near the ocean. That's pretty area.
So it's on the opposite end where they have the golf tournament.
Oh,
where
yeah,
the lighthouse is. So
Yep.
North end,
Long way
south
from-
end. Yeah, long way.
Yeah, from Sea Pines.
Yep. Well, we look forward to the season.
Looking forward to that trip. That'll be fun.
That's a fun trip. Last year going to Beaufort was fun. That was neat. A lot of people said they really enjoyed it. And it's a very scenic ride, and a lot of good places to eat.
Yeah.
Just neat.
When I lived in Aiken, South Carolina for all those years, made several trips down to Hilton Head and to Beaufort and places like that along the coast, and Charleston, and it's just a great area down there.
Yep.
Nice vacation area, beautiful area.
Yep.
Just like we have here on our coast.
Yep.
Just a little different.
That's right.
Anything else you need to touch on?
No,
I'm thinking we missed anything.
Like I said, just I need our community. Just want to thank them for how much they support us. I am doing something neat this week. We start practice Thursday, tomorrow morning, and then Friday we're going to practice for about an hour, and then we got a special day planned for our kids. We're going to take them on a little trip. We're going to have a big touchdown club's going to sponsor a cookout. We're going to feed the guys, and we're going to have some big cornhole tournament for the team. Maybe a little bit of canoe racing.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun day. It's a team day, team bonding day. The coaches retreat starts Friday. We bring the kids back, and we go back, and just a chance for the coaches to just socialize and get to know each other a little better away from football.
And where's that going to be held?
And so we're going down to Forest Pond.
Forest Pond?
Mm-hmm. So, yep.
Okay. Yep. Now, once again, about tickets for the 2019 season, how do folks go about getting tickets to the Wayne County High School football games?
Yep, they can go by the high school, see Nicole Landon, and get the reserve seats. And she's started and got it out the gate. So give her a call or just pop in the high school and visit her. I'm probably saying it wrong. I'll probably get in trouble when I get back. But she's probably listening to me right now.
So who's the boss in that office, huh?
Yeah.
You or Nicole?
It's Nicole.
It's Nicole. Smart man.
No need to sit here and make believe.
That's great. So folks can go by and get those reserve tickets there in advance.
Yeah, I tell you, and I want to say this because I don't get many opportunities to talk about this, but this community and how they love their athletics and how they support their kids. And, and I say this, I've said this before, but what a better way to show the kids that you really believe in what they're doing to positive by coming up, showing up. It might not be you might have other plans or other things that you could be doing, but I think it's important to support our young people and let them know that all the hard work, I mean, just like the summer, those kids come every day all summer, Monday through Thursday. And a lot of for the month of June, we used a lot of Friday and Saturdays also. But, they're out in the weight room really getting after it. They're on the field in the heat and, in other sports too, and band, cheerleaders, all of them. But everybody's working. But that's a night that our community comes together. And nothing sells Wayne County and says Wayne County like our stadium being full. So that's just important. I hope our community, some of our community realize how much it means to our kids to look back and see it, because they take notice of it, and I know they feel supported and loved, and it means a lot to them.
Tell us about y'all's association, the coaches there at the school, and your association with the Wayne County Touchdown Club.
Touchdown Club's incredible. I was doing some planning yesterday, and Tommy Adams was with me, and we had a little meeting preparing for this weekend. And when we left, I said, it's unbelievable how fortunate we are. He said, you ain't kidding. But, we got great sponsors. We have the Touchdown Club is just incredible. All the officers in Touchdown Club. We got a few people that do so much every day. I don't think I'm allowed to call one of them's name. I think I'll be in bad trouble. She doesn't like her name called and being recognized.
Okay, so we just won't mention any name, just
I'm not going to mention Holly Lane's name.
We won't repeat it.
But we got President Lynn Lewis and Bill Parker and Holly Lane and just on and on and on. Not leaving anybody out, but they just Reed Brown cooks at everything we do, and I better quit calling names because I'm gonna leave everybody out. But it's amazing how strong it is. And when I first got here and I went to the first Touchdown Club meeting, I was like, what the world? It was amazing. We had a room full of people, and they were feeding us, and we were speaking, and it was just every Monday night. So, I'm looking forward to that. That's special. And for the coaches, the assistant coaches to come up and be a part of that. And, all the fundraising they do, just like if you don't want to advertise, you need to call Touchdown Club, get on the scoreboard or get on. I think we got 1 or 2 vacant spots with advertising, but between how our district supports us and how Touchdown Club supports us and the community supports us, we're very fortunate to have the sport we have, and we got good kids, we got good players. So,
and the thing about it is you being an athletic director, you know how the successful football program spills over into the other sports from a financial standpoint and from an interest standpoint.
That's the one thing our football program does support us financially big time. Other sports do a really good job. They do a really good job taking care of themselves. But we're able to do extra, like the weight room. We're able to do the weight room because we've had good seasons. But having success is a key, and success breeds success. It's contagious. So all this, and there's a little competition between the sports of doing well in a positive way. Last year, we had several region championship teams, and you can tell in watching the kids work in the weight room, and it's fun to see our athletics come together and feed off each other and support each other.
Right. Just a good athletic program there at Wayne County High School. I know that as athletic director, you're kind of having to look over all of it, even though you are the head coach, and that's where you spend most of your time here at the beginning of the season and during the football season. You still have to check in with the head coaches of those other sports too.
You know, that's what's aged me. Somebody, you know about the app that came out making people look older? Mm-hmm. And somebody saw my picture and said, "Oh, you did the app." I said, "That's not funny. I didn't do the app."
You know what was? You talk about something like that. I went to Georgia Association of Broadcasters meeting luncheon yesterday in downtown Savannah at the DeSoto, and that's where the Georgia Association of Broadcasters began the very first meeting there at that same location 85 years ago. And so I'm back on the board of directors of the Georgia Association of Broadcasters, past chairman about 10, 12 years ago. And I saw some broadcasters that I have not seen in about 10, 12 years. And I'm thinking, my word, they're looking old. And they're probably looking at me saying, Butch is looking old.
Yeah, it ages you real quick. It's like the president. Anytime anybody becomes president, the first few years, how much they age.
Oh, it's amazing how much they age.
I love what I do. I'm fortunate to get to do my hobby as my occupation, and it's just and I especially love Wayne County being here. It's just incredible people.
Okay, all right, Bob. Anything else for Coach Cribb this morning?
Looking forward to the season. Like I said, Midnight Madness a week from today.
Wow. Yep. So set your alarm clock. Wake up.
A week from today at midnight,
Madness.
right?
At midnight, right.
At midnight. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Coach, thank you very much, and we look forward to having you back on again, and good luck, and I know y'all will do well for this 2019 season for the Wayne County High School Yellow Jackets.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me on and appreciate what you do for Wayne County High School and athletics, and go Jackets.
Go Jackets. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, your voice of the Wayne County High School Yellow Jackets. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Nips Car Wash, located on Highway 301 South, just past McDonald's on the left-hand side, with that super-duper brand-new laser car wash and automatic car wash and self-service bays. And after today's rain, you'll probably need to go by there and get your car washed tomorrow. And then also brought to you by
The world famous Butch and Bob Show.